Hello, everybody. I'm just gonna send out some texts real quick. I'm just going live because I just got back from the office. I need to take this top off because I am, hi, Jeanette. I am a little reflective. So we're gonna, that's scary how bright that is. Um, so anyway, I, hey, Donna. Hey, Jeanette. Hey, Cammy. Hey, Jane. Hi, friends. It just literally got home. It's been a long day. It was another field work day, and it's just the way it is, and it's cold. So I'm not gonna hold everybody here forever. I just wanted to open this. This was a Cyber Monday, Black Friday, um, whatever weekend deal. This is just okay. It's just for fun, guys. It's just fun. It's not fancy. Um, but those who know will know. It's from Amazon. Um, hey, natives. So there's a couple things in here. One of these things is this is for my nephew. This is his little one of his Christmas gifts. He likes action figures, so I got him an action figure, and his dad likes Thor, so um, I got him something he can destroy. I'll have to wrap this. I have to do some wrapping this week. I need to find my Christmas gifts. I've bought so many of them and just put them around. And I don't know where they all are. So this is the thing that I was for me. This is for me. I was so excited to get this. Interesting how it comes in this weird. But look at that. It's Donald. I love Donald. Okay, Donald turned 90 this year. He's not a young duck. He's a very old duck. Look how cool. I like Donald Duck when he looks not happy because if you ever watch the cartoon, he's normally complaining. He's the grumpy duck. Okay, grumpy duck. Yeah, native, you watch the replay. So I got this is Mickey and Friends Funko Pop, and I'll keep my pop figures. I'll keep them in their boxes because I used to take them out, and sometimes I have a couple out, but then I just found it was easier to display them in their box. And so they have Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, Goofy, Donald, Daisy, Chip, and Dale. I think I'd like to get Pluto next, but I really like this Donald. Um, focus on Donald. So I love it. So I bought a t-shirt, a Donald t-shirt also, and I showed this in my members live. So I'm gonna be showing this. I'm gonna be doing maybe a reveal as a video, and I'll show you guys my Mickey Mouse shirt with my Donald, the friends. And I have one more thing to open up. And honestly, I should have just sat down and did a video. I should just filmed a video, loaded a video. But I'll be honest, I'm tired. I am very tired. I did go to the doctor today. I had a vision appointment. It wasn't exactly good news. I'm turning 45 at the end of the month. So my vision is like, um, yes, I can, Jeanette. I can put that on my Donald Duck bag. My vision isn't the best, and I wear glasses. I have since I was 12, but my prescription's been weird. I could tell my glasses weren't the best. So something was up, right? So I went to get an appointment, and there's some potential diabetic maybe complications. So I have to go back in 6 weeks to see if this eye is better or the same, and then we will go from there. You have bifocals? Yeah. But I have one more box to open. Hello, Riel. Hello. How's everybody doing with Vlogmas? I saw the cutest pearl Mickey Mouse charm at TJ Maxx today. I was tempted. I have that charm. I literally have that charm. It is amazing. It is beautiful. It is worth it. They are heavy. They are very heavy. Blind as a bat, says Ronnie. Yeah, but it's really scary, because, it's your vision, right? And I knew something was up. But hopefully the vision issue here will clear up, if it's just a flare-up of some type, you know, so we'll see. But, um, yeah, but, at least I'm seeing the doctor, and my sister got panicky when I was telling her. I'm like, Jenny, look, we're diabetic. This is what happens when you have diabetes. It's not the end of the world. I'd rather know than not know, and work with it. So it was. And then we went to after that we went to the office and we had to do some field work. So I went out to a location, and it was cold today, guys. It was cold. It's very cold. So even taking 4 hours off this morning with all the extra hours we've had to put in this week, we're at a 40-hour work week. Tomorrow I'll have 41 hours of work logged in. So tomorrow I get to work from home. I have some manuals I need to finish, and hopefully I can finish them here and get my mojo going. I'll be working in this office, which is not really designed for me to do work. It's done for YouTube, so it's a mess. So I might have to clean up my desk some to actually get space. But anyway, let me open this box. This has been a rough month. I know, you're like, Jackie, it is the 5th. Yes, well, I turned 45. This is also the 6th year. My dad happened to die this year, too. I mean, not this year, this month in December. And it'll be 6 years since his passing. And my grandfather also passed at this time, many, many, many years ago. So it's just kind of like, it's a lot, And then there's Christmas, and then there's Vlogmas. How is everybody dealing with Vlogmas? I am not able to keep up. I wasn't last year, and I'm definitely not keeping up this year. I mean, to just watch the content. Last year for December, I didn't do any videos. I took a month off. I said no videos. It didn't really work out that well because I was still filming. I just wasn't releasing anything. And so I had by the time January came around, I had such a backlog of content. It took me months. Because I was going to do, last year I was going to do I am going to put 3 videos in a week. And so when January happened and my December was done and I was putting out I had 6 months of videos at three videos a week. And even when I condensed it down to a video a day, it still took me 6 months to get through that backlog of videos of how much content I had just been filming. So I'm happy to get closer to my current time. Of course, I didn't start doing lives until last year. So it wasn't a big deal if my content was so far out because nobody knew. But now with lives, there's such a huge disparity between when my videos come out and when I'm live. People are like, wait, what? Are you not well? No, that was 3 months ago. So I've been trying to catch up to my backlog. I'm caught up with most people. Some people I skip. I can't binge a week at a time. Yeah, that's cool. The vlogs where just lots of unboxings coming up. I love unboxings, Cami. I would have start Vlogmas in January to have enough videos, so that's not, yeah. I think 12 days of Christmas is good enough, to be honest. And also, I love Vlogmas. I like watching them. I'm a huge fan. I'm a proponent of it. But Winnie and I, Winnie was talking about when she did Vlogmas last year, it totally derailed her channel for months to get it back into the normal viewings, the algorithm, because you're putting out content daily, but more content doesn't actually mean more views or more dispersion. It just more content, So she says it really wasn't. It was hard for the channel to recover from it. So I'm kind of wondering, because there's a few people who are doing Vlogmas this year that I don't think did them last year, to see how that goes, how it goes. But I like I like Vlogmas. I like Jolie is doing Tubemas. Hers is very funny. And I think Dee Dee Bean is going to be doing what she calls Livemas. And of course, Meredith is doing Collection Miss. I love her pink collection. Anyway, I keep talking. Let me open this. Yes. Okay, let me open this item. This is a handbag I purchased. The whole purchase price, the tax, the shipping, the handling. Prices. Meredith got a rude comment on one of her Vlogmas videos. She said that's why careers don't bother. Whoa. That's just sad. Why would it? Guys, I get thumbs downs. I still don't know why. I would much rather somebody tell me why they didn't like something than just do a thumbs down. And I don't know why somebody would be rude on one of Meredith's videos. She's sharing her collection. It's like I don't get it. Who has the time? I can't keep up with watching daily Vlogmas videos. Who has the time? See, I can't complain about people's daily Vlogmases because I put out a video every day. So I know, I understand, and I go live a lot. I saw someone doing Flopmas. That would be my kind of. That's funny. Flopmas would be hilarious. Laura Kamachiko does Luxmas. I like Luxmas. Apple Blonde. Hey Apple Blonde. It still counts towards engagement, whether it's good or bad. Yeah, but that's true. But I would personally just want to know, but that's okay. So this is the bag. Oh, I need to add a count to my calendar. I have a calendar that's look how beautiful this bag is though, guys. My poor husband. He loves me greatly, 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 because he puts up with this. This is an older bag. This is an older style bag. It's a Boston style bag, beautiful red leather. It's not quite this. It is pebbled, but it's structured very differently than the other pebbled I have, and it's based kind of like on the Olivia satchel. But I don't know if this was called the Olivia satchel because this is an older bag. You can tell by the pink interior. This is a pink interior. Hey, Marilla. Ronnie, she said she wasn't trying because her outfits don't change and she didn't wear her. Oh my gosh, somebody was upset with Meredith because she says her outfits don't change and she didn't change her headbands. She didn't wear headbands. Girl, there's some videos, there's 10 videos in a row that I have the same shirt on because I do what Meredith does the same thing. When you have time, you sit down and you film a lot as you can. That is just so rude. That is a very rude comment, Ronnie. That one's rude. But here's the thing, people don't know. I'm just assuming that person does not know how much work YouTube is, and they're just enjoying the content, and they're looking. It is very voyeuristic, right? You're looking into someone's life, their window. This is not a set. This is their home. This is my home. It's Meredith's home. You're looking at their possessions and their belongings. So, it's easy to be critical when you're not the one, um, doing the work. And I've always say, like in my job, when people are critical like that or say something rude or negative like that, it's like, come up with a solution with the negativity comment. Like if you see something negative, if you're saying, hey, you should, instead of saying what she said, Ronnie, that lady should have said, oh, I really enjoyed your headbands. Could you wear them again? And then maybe she could. There's ways you can word things that isn't just rude. Meredith only has so many different headbands she's running out. She was running out last year. Yeah. Have a good night, Cammy. Good night, Cammy. People who make negative comments have no idea how much work it is. Well, most negative comments are about themselves. Honestly, it's not about you. It's not about it's about them. Because honestly, when people say something like, "Oh, you're not even trying. You're wearing the same shirt." No, that's trying because she's wearing the same shirt. She filmed 5 things in a row because if she did, you would not get a video at all. But that's not how you word things like that. You can say, "Oh, I love your videos, but I can tell you that you did a bunch of videos at the same time. Could you maybe change your shirt out between videos so it could look like they were done on different days?" I mean, there's ways you can say things. But anyway, this is the bag. It's red. I know my cameras throws orange. It's red. This is fire engine red. Maybe she wasn't trying to be rude, but I did. Oh, it comes across as rude. Ronnie, it comes across as rude. And that's the problem with text. Intention is not something you can discern from words. Its intention is body language and tone and voice, right? So, yeah. I love this bag. I have a reddish one like this, but in a oxblood color. This is one of the first Fire NG red ones I have. I really like this bag, and well, so I bought it, or put a bid on for it. I really enjoy this. I'm gonna be using this. I might use this tomorrow, actually. This is perfect for the holidays. But look how beautiful and bright and perfect this Vachetta has aged. This is just a regular Vachetta. Look at how pretty this is. Is it even patina? Even the strap. You could tell that the strap was not used as much as the handles by the color and the patina, but this is a beautifully aged bag. I love this. This is beautiful. Marilla, yeah, I know, right? Beautiful bag. So, oh, I got sidetracked. I have to put, today's Thursday. We added a bag to the collection. So now we are at, I'm keeping a running tally. Um, Hey, hello. Um, Vachetta. What's Vachetta? Vachetta. It's this untreated belt leather. This is what this tan leather. Keith, you know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm just saying it wrong. So anyhow, that's my unboxing. I had a little toy for my nephew. So I didn't get him that many things this year. He's 5. And sometimes Christmas can overwhelm him. I mean, gifting overwhelms him. He last year when he was 4, he just likes getting the gift and he wanted to play with it. He didn't actually, we actually put things to the side because he just was over opening things and he wanted to play with the things he had opened. He's like, I don't care about these other things unopened. I want to open this and play with this. This thing I want to play with. So we take it in waves. And it took them a couple days to get him to open all his gifts and play with all his toys. His sister, completely different. His sister is open, 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 and mine. That's Violet. Connor is like play open and play with one. I'm so happy, you know. So hey Jolie, I was talking about you, girl. Um, so I have Jolie, look at this. I added it to the running tally of my bags. I am going to be gifting a couple bags out of my collection, so I'm going to reduce a few. I've decided to be a lot more generous and just donate gift bags because honestly, I need to sell bags, but it's a hard thing for me to do. You know, how's Craig doing? Haven't seen him in any videos. Oh, he's okay, native. He's just lurking mode. He's in lurking mode. It is the weather. It is the time of year. It is, he has arthritis. It's hard to type. So he's here. Don't worry. He's here. He's watching. Um, are you doing Christmas early, Jax? Not really. No, no, I'm just trying to get everything. I like to have everything wrapped up and set aside and done. I have to get everything wrapped up for Saturday, because Saturday I'm mailing everything out. So I have 2 family members I have to mail things to. I have a Secret Santa I have to mail something to, and I have a thingy I have to mail to Craig if I can find the rest of it for Christmas. And I think I need to mail something to Jolie. But in order for all this stuff to get there by the 25th, I'm mailing it out Saturday. I didn't even do Christmas cards this year. I don't care. Y'all, all my friends and family, I'll be happy. They should just be happy that I know their phone number. It's like, I used to do Christmas cards every year, like lots of them, all the time. And then as my friends and family have waned off in life, they're not in life any longer. The people I send cards to has dwindled. I used to send a card to my cousins and overseas too, and I don't, because you know what? They don't send me cards. They don't want cards. They like the correspondence, but they don't remember to send cards, and it's just like fine, whatever. It's fine. It is what it is. Um, you know, you love it. Um, so I just do, and then Christmas. For me, Christmas is just a day. Christmas is a fun day. Christmas is an amazing day. I'm gonna eat some popcorn while I talk to you guys. Um, Christmas is great for kids. I love it for all the reasons, all the things. Native, I used to. I was one of the last holdouts for Christmas cards. There's a TikTok where mom is like, when your kids ask what they're getting for Christmas this year, the mom goes around putting gift bows on thermostat heat and air. And she puts a gift bow on the sink running water. Yeah. So it's like James and I don't gift each other things. I buy what I want. He buys what he wants. We gift things to his family because they expect it. It's their traditional things that they do. Um, they, I would rather them not buy us anything. They don't have a lot of disposable income. I would just assume I would rather Christmas just be us get together and have dinner at my house, their house, someone's house. We don't have to go to a restaurant. Just have dinner, hang out, spend time together. I don't care about the things. I don't care about the box of chocolate. I mean, it's nice to be thought of. It is. Craig is my BFF. We speak the same love language. We love bags. We love gifting bags. Well, Craig's a dragon. Dragons are a little bit of a hoarder. I mean, like the dragon hoard of gold. Like they don't give away things for free. Dragons are dragons, right? And I'm the year of the sheep. There are some things that are kind of stereotypical about those statements. They have some validity in there. So, but when you love somebody and you can share things like that, it's so awesome, and like we love doing it because we know we both appreciate it. I don't like giving things I love a lot like that to people who I don't think not that I know don't appreciate it. My sister doesn't love handbags the way I do. So I used to give her bags just like, oh, look at this bag, it's so cool. I had to stop doing that. Now I wait for her to come see my hoard, and when she shows an interest in a bag, or if I'm carrying a bag that she likes, I'll give it to her because that's a guaranteed she likes that bag. Like say she'll have a bow on the um fridge. Food. Rael says, okay, friends, good night, Rael. Keith says, Jack Spector, I agree. Making memories through experiences like special dinners can be more special than gifts you really don't want or need. Yeah, we have all the material possessions. It's nice to get things. It's nice when you have really close friends like Craig and I. That's different. Like Luxational and I, and Jolie and I mean, we all know each other pretty well. We like the same things. Jolie and I pretty much could have the same bag collection just about. And that's different. But when you're just talking about family, which we don't really socialize with, I mean, they're my family. They're my in-laws. I don't socialize with them. I did not grow up with them. I like to buy them things because I know they don't have a lot of disposable income, but then I feel bad when they buy me something because they don't have a lot of disposable income, you know? And when you have the amount of stuff we have, it seems to be super excessive. When I just want to spend time with you. And at the end of my dad's life, actually, the last 5 years of his life, we really didn't exchange gifts with him. He didn't want gifts because I have a whole house full of things. I don't need things. What I want from you kids, Jenny and I want you to come and see me on these events and these days. So I want to have dinner with you. I want to see you every single week. We would go and have family dinner. I want you to be here at Christmas at my house with your spouses, so we can just talk. He wanted time. He did not want money or things. Time. Time was way more precious. He was. Hello, Pugsley. I have a Pugsley next to me. I agree, don't need things for Christmas. I love things. Don't get me wrong. I am completely a material person. But hey, Saya. Oh no. Oh no, you're super sick. It's because of the humanity and the masses of people you've had to deal with. I'm so sorry, Saya. Please feel better. Drink some tea. Coming to your house for Christmas. So no, Keith, what we do is on Christmas Day, we go to their house so we can open, and we don't get there early. Like we don't get there till 9 o'clock because I'm like, I'm not gonna get there earlier than this, just so if your kids want to open their gifts, let them open their gifts. It's fine. I'm coming. I'm not going to get there till 8 or 9 or 10 o'clock because I'm not going to. I live an hour away. Yeah. Black Friday got you, Saya. So we go to her house. We open the gifts for the kids, and I exchange. My biggest gift I buy actually is for my twin. Jennifer and I both are excessive gifters to each other because we never really were gifted things from our family that we wanted. So we always made sure we got each other something really cool. And I'll have to show you what I got her for Christmas. I have to go pick it up Saturday, and I'll show you guys. And it will still be a surprise because she doesn't watch my show. And but so we go to her house, do the Christmas thing, and then we go have Indian food every Christmas. So I think for the last 5 or 6 years since my dad passed, my father died right before Christmas, like on the 19th of our. It was December 18th of 2019 is when he died. So that Christmas was like wiped out of memory. And after that Christmas, so from 2020 on, and when we went to eat Indian food. Because this Indian restaurant, they're open on Christmas. They have a big, they're open on Christmas and New Year's. They used to be open every single day of the year, but they've scaled back, and they're closed on Mondays now. But they're open on the holidays. So we go have Indian food. So we've done that for the last 5 years, Jennifer and our families. So we go have Indian food, we hang out, we open gifts, and then we leave. It's awesome. It's fantastic. It used to be harder when we were first married because my dad, was still alive. His parents were both still alive. His now both of our fathers are no longer with us. His mom's still alive. By the way, his mom has moved back, is out of the hospital. I don't know if I told you guys that or not, but she's out of the hospital, and today she was moved back to the nursing facility, so that's good news. She was actually in the ICU for a very long time, though. It took a long time to get her stable. So hope it's not the freaking flu. Yes, please, drink tons of whatever you need to drink to stay hydrated, at least, if you can. Not it's just horrible being sick. I understand. I was sick not too long ago, and so anyway, that's what we do for Christmas. And my mother doesn't. We don't call my mother. Um, Mainly, there's a lot of reasons why, but my mother normally spends Christmas time in Thailand, so there's a 12-hour difference of time zone. So our Christmas is like we just don't talk to each other. Okay, Christmas is not a thing my mother does. It's not they have Christmas in Thailand, but it's more of a Western thing, and they don't. My mother has never been the call the kids. My mother's not that like she's my mom. I love her dearly. I'm her kid. She loves me. We don't have a good phone relationship. We don't. Indian food, more turkey and more turkey and ham. Yeah, Christmas isn't an Asian thing. Yeah, it's not an Asian thing. It just isn't. Jackie, I'm sending you more bags. Make sure to tell him it's a gift. Yes, Saya! I absolutely will. James doesn't mind that I have 500 bags. He minds that I keep spending money on more bags because it's the money part. Because at this point, he's like, don't you already have... It's not... We have to pay for 2 vacations this upcoming year. We're trying to pay down our debt. We're not succeeding too well on any front of this, okay? So we're working on it. It's a work in progress. Thank you, Saya. I'll have to send you something. Well, I mean, I know Saya, you and my friend Caitlin are the hardest people to send things to because you are both minimalist. You know how hard it is to send something to a minimalist? You don't like stuff. So giving you stuff is a burden, not a blessing. So, I mean, this year, and we're really good friends with Caitlin. We hang out at each other's houses. We watch each other's dogs. We go on vacation together. She cooks us food all the time. I can't buy her anything because she doesn't want it. She doesn't want it. I'm like, but that's how I show love and affection, right? So it's like, what do I do? So, I have had to learn to be happy to just hang out with her and be her friend. Regifting champs is Saya. Yeah, you have to be because if things make you if too many things are give you stress, then yes, you have to get rid of them. You can't. It's not a blessing to get things when you're a minimalist. It is actually a burden, which is why I like to gift lotion, candles, alcohol, things that are consumable, and so then the people can regift it, consume it, but it doesn't have to be. You don't have to have that vase that your great aunt gave you for 20 years that you cannot stand. I have about 5 of them. I actually have talked about that more than once. As I've gotten vases for gifting and for Christmas or for even the vases I picked out myself and I had some beautiful crystal vases. Um, my sister has them in her house because she loved them, and I said, "Well, fine, take them." And you know what? Can I find crystal vases anymore? No. Do you know it used to be easy to find crystal? Now it's like nobody has crystal. It's like if you do, it's super darn expensive. I have a little pug next to me. Let me see if I can get him to. He's being extremely adorable. Extremely adorable. Extremely adorable. Look at this cuteness. Look at this cute face. Look. Okay, you can't look at his cute face because he's facing. There he goes. I love a very small Waterford collection. Yeah, because and the thing is, I love gnomes. Please don't send me any gnomes, but I love gnomes. But the thing is, if you get known, I don't mind being known as the bear lady, the bag lady, and the pug lady, but I don't really tell people how much I love garden gnomes because I'm like, I don't need to have 1,000 of them. And because this happened to my grandmother, she collected she collected Lennox birds. So I think there were like 100 some odd birds in her house because every year for Mother's Day, for her birthday, for Christmas, she got a new bird. Which one is this? This one's Pugsley. This is the Velcro dog. This is Mr. I must be near everybody. We were able to wake up late this morning because we didn't have to go to the doctor till 10. And it was so wonderful to snuggle with the puppies and not have to run out. It was so nice. It was like, oh, I have puppies. We're a little run down, guys. We're a little tired. It's been, I mean, luckily, a lot of what we were doing this week was because next week was more insane. And luckily, one of the big things that we had to do next week fell through the cracks. It didn't fall through the cracks. It just wasn't ready to be deployed, right? So that gave us a huge amount of breathing room. It doesn't help us for later in the month when we still have to do that job, but it makes next week not so hard. So I have boxes of china from my grandmother and my mother-in-law stored in a box in the basement. Those boxes cause me anxiety. Don't want to use the china and feel guilty about donating. Native, I have a solution. This is what James's family did when they had to downsize from grandfather and grandmother. When James's mother and father died, no, okay, Karen, which is my mother-in-law, when her mother and father finally both passed, they were stuck with the family china. Same problem. What do? Nobody wants to use the china because they don't use the china. I mean, my mother-in-law pretty much just eats off paper plates. She does not like china. So what they did was they kept a place setting and maybe a special serving dish that they liked, and then they sold everything else. So drag out those boxes from the basement. Keep one thing as a memento. Put that one cup and saucer plate in your cabinet and then sell the rest. Because you know what? I guarantee you somebody somewhere out there is looking for that pattern. They're looking for that pattern and they want that collection. But honestly, if it doesn't give you joy, move it on. And now I can tell you this. I have an entire storage shed of emotional baggage I can't get rid of. The china I have been able to get rid of. I've been able to keep a couple pieces and move it on. That hasn't, because keeping the couple pieces was enough. Seeing the pattern was enough. And the china pieces that I hated, like the dishes we had growing up that we used forever and ever and ever, amen, that I cannot stand, I got rid of those. I had no guilt. None. I'm like, if you're not going to use them, lose them. I only keep a few pieces of grandma's china. Yeah, I mean, I like the serving dishes, and that's what I kind of did with my family and my grandparents. And um, I'm eclectic, so I do not need to have matching sets. Now, I know people are out there screaming. Um, some people have to have the entire place setting. Everything has to match. All the utensils have to match. All the serving dishes have to match. I love randomness. I love going into an antique store or going to an estate sale when I was younger and I could do these things. Hey, Monica, I would get a serving dish and get that one serving dish because that was a cool dish. And I would just make them work. I did shabby chic before shabby chic was around. My bed sheets don't match. I don't care. They come in a matching set. They don't go on the bed matching. It doesn't matter. I just need a sheet. Aesthetics to me drive people nuts because I'm not, and I've talked about this 100 times. Like, people go into beautifully, and I admire other people doing this. I admire their decorating. I admire the beautiful home and garden layout, the beautiful, you know, bedding, everything coordinating, everything looks wonderful. I enjoy visiting it. I don't want to live in it. I like eclectic, and I grew up with like stuff from Cambodia and stuff from India and stuff from Thailand, next to stuff from early Americana, next to my Fenton glass. I grew up with everything because my grandparents kept a lot of stuff. My dad traveled everywhere. Everything was a jumble of everything. So if you wanted to do something themed, you can't. You couldn't. Not in my household. Now my dad and mom made it work. They made it look really pretty, and they had a style. But um, I'm not. I'm not a housewife. My mother was a housewife. She was a home wife. She was a soul. She entertained. She cleaned house. She was a home economist. She I mean, she's right now in Thailand, and they've redone their entire lawn. You know, they've stripped up their lawn, they've repainted, they've trimmed trees, they've put down new sod. I said, Mom, why do you have a house in Thailand when all you ever do, every time you go there for half the year, you spend the first month of the year, the first month you're there redoing, repainting, upkeep, maintenance. It's like, why? But she loves it. That's what she loves doing. So it's like, you do you, Mom. You know? That's a good idea. I'll keep pieces from my grandma. Don't need any reminders of my mother-in-law. Yeah, no, don't need those. Unless you're, the spouse wants something. But most dudes don't care about China. They don't care it belonged to their parents. It's not the memories they associate with. Like James, when he wanted to keep something from his dad or from his mom, it's not China. No, he kept, I think, from his dad. He really is not that sentimental. His dad had given him a few things. His mom, things that remind you of your parent, but it isn't the same thing. It's like us, China, because the whole family, my mother, my grandparents, everybody loved China. It was a status thing, I think, for a long time for a lot of people, having fine bone china, having a full collection, having the nice set, having the formal china. I think that was a big thing. People had formal dining rooms and living rooms. I don't even have a dining room, you know. Oh, I do. I have a kitchenette. I have a kitchen table, dining table in my kitchen, which I hate sitting at and don't sit at. My husband loves eating at the table. I eat in the office a lot of times. It's just the way it is. I don't want to sit at the table. What does everybody else do for Christmas? Are you guys having a big feast? Do you do ham and turkey? What are the Christmas side dishes? Because as I said, we go eat Indian food. So I don't even know what other people do for Christmas food. Um, why do you not like to sit at the table? Um, well, it's a formality that I was forced to sit and dine only at the table growing up. We could only eat at the table, and we had to eat as a family, and we weren't allowed to eat separately. And for me, dining at the table is just a bunch of rules. It's just a bunch of rules. And the fork was on the wrong side of the, you put the plate setting in the wrong place, or you used the wrong fork, or you had there's the funniest, I like Hasselback potatoes. I don't make them, but I like them. The funniest YouTuber, or not YouTuber, I think she's on Well, anyway, Instagram reel or Facebook reels somehow. I found her. She's Vietnamese, living in Germany to study, who has a German boyfriend, and she's now engaged to him, and they're gonna get married. And she makes these funniest videos about the cultural differences between Vietnam and Germany. And this is so fun. This made me cackle in laughter. Same stuff with Thanksgiving. Oh, same sides too. Ham instead of turkey. Um, so she was showing European rules, especially German. So the girlfriend was pouring a beer into a glass, a regular glass. And now most Americans are like, okay, what's the big deal? Well, Germans are very culturally different types of brew of beer goes in different types of glasses. A wheat beer goes in a wheat beer glass. Pilsner goes in a Pilsner glass. And you can't just put it in any container vessel. And don't you dare drink it straight out of the bottle. And I was laughing because when I was younger and I was visiting my mother, I just drink soda out of the can, right? So I was drinking a beer out of the can. It came in a can. It already has a vessel to contain it. I didn't need to pour it into a cup. My poor mother's like, you need to we have glasses. That was how she said it. We have glasses. You can, and I knew immediately. I turned myself around, walked right back to the kitchen, and poured the beer. And my stepfather taught us how to pour beer because you know how to pour beer. I'm like, no, that's not how you pour beer. um, Things usual mom wants to do a lasagna, something simple because my grandma keeps trying to do huge. Lasagna is not simple. Lasagna is a lot to do. We usually have a rib roast, mashed potatoes, vegetables, nothing really fancy, but that's all time consuming. That's the thing. I mean, some people can say rib roast, just throw it in the oven, but it takes time. I don't think those are simple. Beef Wellington and creamed onions. I've always wanted to eat beef Wellington. I have no desire to make it. My friend has offered to make it for me because, beef Wellington is a potato. No, sorry. Beef tenderloin with a mushroom butter something and then pastry dough and then you throw it in the oven or something. It's something very involved. And my friend says, "Oh, it's so easy. I'll make it for you." Like, how in the world is that easy to make? That doesn't even sound easy to say what a beef Wellington is. You know, when my parents used to invite people over, we had roast Filipino barbecue, lumpia, and pancit. Oh, Katie, now that sounds awesome. Um, that's something else I have to tell you. She's like, I did not raise no barbarians. Oh my gosh, yes, so many times, Keith. Costco sells a great lasagna. Oh, did not know that. Oh, actually, I did know that. I do know that. It's just been a long time. I haven't shopped in Costco in a long time. So here's the other thing. I was rolled in some crushed up mushrooms or something. Yeah, yeah. It's like a compound butter with a mushroom. And then you have to roll it into it's like super involved. But okay, so I was watching another. I said this to my twin because it showed a family with one white person, and a family is all the Asian people, and they're all on the same table, so apparently the one person is a guest. And if you're Asian in an Asian restaurant and you've been with an American family, friend, member, whomever, and you have a meal, it's a different cultural experience. So the Asian people have said, "Oh, we need to have this as a starter, and we need to have," I think they listed off like 7 dishes, right? And they said, "Oh, that's quite a lot." It's like 4 or 5 people, And then the white guy says, "I want to have the pork fried rice with the Sprite, please." And the Asian people looked at him like, because in Asia, it's very rare to have a single meal dish when you're with a group of people. When you're eating in a group environment, a family environment, you eat a whole arrangement of foods, and you really just don't eat fried rice. That just isn't like if you're on the go, even on the go, a typical Thai workman's lunch, running out on the street and you're going out. A typical Thai dish would be rice with 2 different types of curry, right? Maybe a side condiment with it. There's always going to be a vegetable, a meat, and a rice somehow. It's traditional Thai dining is 3 things, 5 things, 7 things, 9 things. That's how they kind of base how they have how many things on the table. The one dish meal, like noodles to go, noodles, like when you see instant noodles, that's imported from China. That's not actually a Thai tradition. It's become one. It's been assimilated. You can eat noodles for lunch, but that's like a lunch food. You're on the street vendor, you're on the side of the road. And a lot of the times people eating noodles will still get, if they serve more than just noodles, they'll get something else with it, right? So Thai people, there is no such thing as one food, so I sent that to my sister and she died laughing because we do that. We go to an Asian restaurant, like, oh, we need 2 vegetables and 3 meats, and we have to have at least a starter and a soup, oh, and we have to have a meal closer. Where when you go with Americans, they're like, oh, I'll have like the one, especially Asian food, they go, I'll have the one dish. I'm like, uh-huh. And it was funny because this happened to us. This just happened to us. We went field work and there's 4 guys. Oh, me, my husband, and 2 other people. And uh, the 2 other coworkers were very much American. So we're at a Chinese restaurant. They're used to American Chinese food, and they're used to American Chinese restaurants. And we went to a real Chinese restaurant, right? With the lazy Susan, with the whole sitting in the round, with the whole. This restaurant's been here for 30 years. It is one of my favorite restaurants. They have the 8 Chinese vegetables that they make food for Chinese people, not just food for American eating Chinese food. So they have the ducks in the window, the pork, they have it all, right? So we go there and we ordered 2 types of barbecue, roast barbecue duck, char siu pork, and we get a side, a whole vegetable dish. And normally we would also get soup, but because we were there for lunch and we had to, we're trying to be, eat, not spend all day eating, right? And we still, so we had rice, okay? So, and then each of the other people with us, the 2 other people, they ordered their own dish. And this is Chinese restaurant. These are Chinese for Chinese people. These are like dinner-sized portions. These are meant to be shared. So they're getting their individual dish of the one item. And James and I ordered 3 things just for the 2 of us. And we did share our vegetables because honestly, they didn't even think about ordering a vegetable or what vegetable to order because American vegetables, let's just face it, are not that fun. So we're sharing our vegetables with them. Like, you must try this vegetable dish. This is an amazing vegetable. And they all liked it, and I told them, okay, before you eat this vegetable is made with a fish sauce. If you don't like fish, do not eat this vegetable. So my friend's eating it. Of course, she didn't listen to me because it's kind of fishy. I'm like I told you, there's fish in it. So it's made with it's an XO sauce. So XO sauce is actually made not just with fish sauce, but with fish. So there's a fish-based sauce to this. So it's gonna taste a little fishy. So funny. But it's very funny when you eat with people and culturally and they're not used to it. It makes them, it can be uncomfortable. Luckily we're good friends. My mom's secret ingredient for lumpia is spicy Jimmy Dean sausage. No way. No way. That is awesome, Katie. Keith, that sounds so Chinese. Katie says, Mom never taught me the recipe. I think I can replicate it, but I'm afraid of frying. Yeah, see, the thing is, too, with me, the lumpia, I love it, and we call it, I have literally forgot how to say it in Thai. Anyway, the lumpia, the way my mom makes it is a pork with shrimp mixture with fish sauce, black pepper, MSG, because she puts MSG in everything. Bean sprouts. And then she mixes that, and my mom's very particular. She wants everything to be wrapped perfectly in uniform, and I just bad at it. And then you can make a whole bunch, and then you can freeze them, and then bring them out, thaw them out, and just cook what you need when you want to. But I don't like frying them either, so I just don't do it. And they never taste as good as my mother's, so might as well just not worry about it. And actually, I think the Filipino lumpia is better anyway. We put fish sauce in chicken noodle soup. Yeah, we put fish sauce in. Yeah, we put fish sauce in everything, almost everything. Beef basil does not, but cow does not use fish sauce, but that's one of the very few things. And it's one of the very only. It's like the only Thai dish I actually know how to make. I know how to make a pepper paste that I like to eat, but it's so labor intensive. I never do it. Thai. I always get thrown off by the English when I'm looking at this. Mm. Keith, my brain can't do it. I'm trying to, and I can't do it. My brain can't do it. I have to think in Thai or thinking English and seeing the phonetic spelling of Thai words or Thai things in. I can't do it. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, I have been on here for 50 minutes. I am gonna go get dinner. It's 7. It's almost 8 o'clock. I am very tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna eat some. Actually, you know what? I should take my medication while I'm sitting here. I'll give y'all some more time. I need to take my medication. I just forgot about that. Like medication. I need to go pick up my medication tomorrow. I have a meeting. I have 2 meetings tomorrow. Yuck. And I have to work on a cat. What's everybody else doing on Friday? I mean, other than coming to see me live again. Um, I'm sure nothing exciting will happen. But thank you for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. And it helps me wind down. I've had a really busy day and I love talking to you guys. And I happen to have something in the mail. So it worked out really nice. And thank you to my members for being members. Thank you for my subscribers for subscribing. Thank you for all the watchers for watching. Um, December is going to be a hard year for me, so you might see me a lot more than you planned. And I do know I've been going live a lot, and on top of everything else, it's just because it's been really hard the last couple months. Luxational says she's resting. Oh, good, he's back home. That's good. Well, he's not been well, so that makes sense. Everybody give a good, nice prayer or thought of happy thought for Saya for healing, because yeah, we had this huge, group festive thing at the office, and I didn't go. And they're like, oh, did you go to the thing downstairs? I'm like, no, not with the masses of humanity when everybody's coming home sick right now. Kids are sick, the weather's turned colder, people aren't feeling well. No, I'm not going to go downstairs in a group setting environment. I mean, I have more self-preservation skills than that, but Saya had to work with the masses of humanity. And for darn sure that people went there not feeling well, or they went there not knowing they weren't going to be well, and they became unwell, and they've already shared. That's the other thing that happens, that you share without knowing you're sharing. One of my other YouTube friends or Instagram friends was making soup for her husband. She watches the channel too. And because he wasn't feeling well, and now she's not feeling well, which is exactly what happened with James and I. He wasn't feeling well, and then I wasn't feeling well, because sharing is caring, except when you're ill. Feel better, Saya. Oh, and Craig. Oh, yeah, Craig too. Craig too. Thanks for the night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for just being my friends. Thank you for listening to me complain and sharing in my bag joy, because I love bags. Um, I love bags a lot, more than I should. And you will. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Have a great night. Bye, everybody.